Have you ever found yourself watching Jojo's Bizarre Adventure and you thought, I wonder, what would it be like if 44th President Barack Obama was in the Jojo lore universe and he had a stand of his own? Well, I definitely have. That's why I made this exact video about that exact topic. Warning, this video won't contain any spoilers to the plot of Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. However, it will contain references to pre-existing stands. So if you don't want to see that, then I wouldn't recommend watching the rest of this video. Warning 2. This video is not meant to be political commentary. I try to be as historically accurate as possible while making it, so don't be commenting about Obama being ugly just because you're jealous that he has more drip than you. I tried to base the looks and abilities of this stand off of Obama himself. Unfortunately, I couldn't make this stand the most handsome man in the entire universe, so I had to get a little bit creative with that. Ability-wise, I did some soul searching about what Obama was known for and how to summarize his life energy as a stand. My initial thought was to make his stand a predator drone that could just blow up whatever he wanted and was able to see in infrared or thermal imaging whatever predator drones use. I had this idea because I remember hearing about drone strikes a lot when Obama was the president, but I was a young child at the time. I also thought it'd be a pretty cool idea, but as I was doing research I found out more drone strikes happened while Trump was the president, so this would be more fitting if Trump had a stand. I also remembered this was incredibly similar to a stand in Part 5, if not identical. So without that stand idea, I had to do some deep diving in Google to try and have an original thought of my own. This was probably the wrong idea, because I wanted to get the general vibe of Obama's presidency, but instead, all I found was bills that he passed in significant dates while he was in office. Neither of these things were very helpful for coming up with ideas for stand powers or the stand's look. I had to think even more abstractly and get in the mindset of a high school English teacher. It all started coming together once I saw the titles of the books Obama wrote. A Promised Land, Dreams from My Father, and The Audacity of Hope. I also remembered seeing those hope, change, and progress pictures when I was young. Obama was first elected when I was 8, so I was only self-aware for his second term. These words Obama liked to use showed potential and that things could be different, which made me think that his stand should be more than just punching and kicking. While Obama's stand would be able to fight against more feeble stands one-on-one, its main ability wouldn't be its fighting potential. It would definitely get whooped against fighting-oriented stands. Considering these ambitious words that Obama likes to use, his stand's main draw would be its ability to change things for how he would like them to be. This could be helpful if his stand was in a fight, but it'd also be a huge utility outside of fights. That's the basics of the stand's abilities. Now for the basics of the stand's looks. Other than Obama's above average height and above average sense of style, there isn't too much extraordinary about the way he looks. He's lived in Hawaii, Indonesia, LA, New York, Massachusetts, Chicago, and Washington DC, where he was the president. Jojo characters seem to develop stands at different ages, so I'm not sure where he would have been living when his stands developed. I imagine that his stand came out when he lived in Chicago as a community organizer, as that would be an accurate representation of his life energy. The only living creature I associate with Chicago is bulls. That's because of the basketball team. Obama also gained popularity among some people for being a Democrat, and Democrats' mascot is the donkey. So combining a donkey and a bull would give us Obama's stand. For the most part, stands are humanoid shaped, and Obama's stand would be too. He wouldn't just have some donkey-bull hybrid chilling out with him. It would be a donkey minotaur with a height similar to Obama's. It would have the head of a donkey, but keep its bull horns, because without the horns, there'd be no resemblance to a bull. So the basics of the looks and the abilities of the stand are figured out. Now it's time to go even further into the details of its powers. Hope and change are the inspiration for what the stand can do. It would be able to change any object it wants to into a different object or material. For example, it could turn a bar of soap into a rock, or a clay brick into a block of gold. The state of matter couldn't be changed. It couldn't change water into ice, but it could turn the water into molten steel since both are liquid. It would work on living beings too. So that's the change part of his abilities covered. But what about the hope? Well, Obama has to be thoughtful and optimistic to fully use his stand's powers. That's because it can only change objects that are fully engulfed in the rainbow-colored smoke that his stand creates. Why rainbow-colored? Because Obama was in office when gay marriage became legalized in the United States. Obama has to hope that it's not windy outside, or that he's not standing in front of an air conditioning unit, because then he won't be able to control where the smoke goes, and which objects he's able to change. The smoke would emanate from the vents along its arms and body, and from the nose and mouth of the donkey's head. The smoke wouldn't be completely opaque, it would just cause hazy vision for anyone who looked through it. The smoke is similar to Grateful Dead, but according to the Jojo fandom wiki, it is unknown if Grateful Dead's mist is linked to his powers. While the smoke from Obama's stand is directly related to its power, changing objects is kind of also like Crazy Diamond. While Crazy Diamond can rearrange the molecules of items, Obama stain can only change what the objects are made out of, not its shape. Crazy Diamond was also able to heal wounds, but Obama's stand can't heal wounds, since it can only change the injury into a different material. Not very helpful if someone's dying. I think the best way to fully summarize the stain would be with the classic stain stats, but first, it needs a name. Naturally, it would have a music-related name, like a lot of other stains do. Obama stain would be named Wind of Change, from the title of the Scorpion song, because I didn't know any other songs or band names with the word change in it. Okay, stain stats for real this time. Its destructive power is a C. This stand isn't really meant for straight up fighting, but it could do some damage with those donkey legs and those horns. Obama would definitely keep it out of direct confrontations because he knows that Wind of Change just is not made for fighting. Its speed would also be a C. It wouldn't be very fast because its main power is not its physical capabilities. Its range, believe it or not, would also be a C. It would have some independence from Obama, which is good, so he could have some control over the smoke's location. Its durability is an A. That's because it would be able to constantly give off the smoke. Grateful Dead's durability is also rated at an A, and since the two stains are similar, this is a good way to see that Wind of Change's durability would also be an A. Its precision is 100% an E. Its precision is absolute doo-doo. If there was a lower rating than E, that would be it. Obama's stand has such horrible precision, literally a light breeze could ruin things for him. Once the object is fully engulfed in the smoke, then he has precise control, but that's only if he can get the smoke to cover where he wants. Its development potential is an A. Wind of Change could be super powerful, but it relies a lot on luck. Imagine you're sitting on the toilet, changing the toilet paper roll, and that rainbow smoke starts coming up from under the door. Oh no, that toilet paper roll is now a stick of dynamite. Or you're eating a sandwich. Next thing you know, you see that rainbow colored smoke everywhere. That sandwich is now a giant rock of uranium. Uh-oh, you probably got cancer. There's a lot this stain could do, but Obama has to hope things will work out in his favor for it to reach full potential. I think this summarizes Obama's stain pretty well. I hope you found this video entertaining because I will definitely make more like this. If there's someone whose potential stain you'd like to see, please let me know because this was just about the dumbest thing I've ever done with my life, but it was still fun.